Hello, welcome to Human Services 143. As we begin this semester, I look forward to meeting each of you, whether it's by telephone or maybe in person. And I just want to do a little introduction here to get you started on Blackboard. We may be joined by a cat or a dog. They're both in here right now, and who knows what they're going to do next. Anyway, bear with me. They're just part of the class. This is the second class in the series of the 142, 143, 144/145, and 146 that you can use toward preparing for the examination to get a certificate from either CASRA or USPRA, PRA if you will, in the field of social work. It's also usable in other things too. It's just a good way to look at delivery of services in the field of counseling, social work, whatever it is you want to do with the helping services. My name is Linda Gillespie. If you need a title, it's Dr. Linda Gillespie. Otherwise, just call me Linda. And for a lot of you, I've had you before, and I'm looking forward to having you again. And you know that you can reach me by email, or you can call me anytime you want to. I'll try to answer your questions. If you have technical difficulties with Blackboard, you can try me, and sometimes I can help you through it because it's just some minor problem. But for the most part, you need to call the online help desk, and the number for that is on Start Here. And Start Here is at the beginning of the modules. You'll see it to click on over on the left-hand side of the first Blackboard page that you have with modules and things on it. And it gives you all the information on grading and the requirements for the class and all that kind of stuff. In addition, it gives you some information on some services through the college. Plus, you'll get my phone number and email addresses, and feel free to use them. I like to talk to you. And if you don't call me, it's likely that I'll call you if I have a question about an assignment or whatever. Excuse me. This is just an intro for you with the Blackboard process. Once you've gotten onto Blackboard and you've gone to the class 143, then you're going to see the module page, and the modules are listed over the learning modules. It says over on the left hand side. Click on it, and the whole list of the modules will come up from 1 to 15. When you click on that, it'll give you all the directions for the module and for the module that will be coming up next. So you'll see the assignments for the next week after you see the modules for the present week. 143 opens on Blackboard on Thursdays at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it closes at noon on Tuesdays. So plan ahead. You have from Thursday at 9 o'clock until Tuesday at 12 o'clock to get your work done. I don't do extra credit, and I don't open up late assignments that come in. Make your plans. If you have a problem, call me ahead of time. Whatever you do, do not send me an attachment on anything. I will not grade or read attachments. Everything must be on Blackboard. And so if you don't know how to do that, find out at the very beginning of class how to get that started. I should be available to you beginning on the 28th for you to start the class, so feel free to call me or call the help desk. And for the most part, if you know people who are in the class, and you can tell when you look at discussions and things who's in the class, feel free to work together on most assignments. Almost everything I do is open book, open note. And so you will find that the assignments stay pretty much the same every week. There is no term paper in this class, but there are several assignments that put all together in a formal setting will give you the equivalence of a term paper, because this class also can count for your fieldwork class. So, and that requires Dr. Kennard's consent to do that. So you probably want to take 144, 145, but if you don't have enough units or some problem comes up, 143 can be used too. So it is a practicum class, and that's why I'm not so interested in the term paper here. I am concerned that you know what critical thinking is and that you do know how to do citations. So your grades on a lot of assignments will depend on how well you cite your work and how well you use examples to support whatever it is you have to say. because I will lower your grade if you do not use videos and discussions and all of the information that's presented to you to support your answers to questions. So just know that. And you do have a textbook in here, and use that. We will be looking at the domains in the psychosocial world. There are 6 of them. They are all listed in Start Here. And the testing to take, the national and the state level testing, deal with those domains. So be sure you know each week you have domain questions, and they have to do with the ethics, and that also is printed on, I believe it's on Start Here, but it's printed in there for you to look at, so you don't have to look it up. And you need to be familiar with it so that you know what the answers are. So this is more about understanding how the whole process works and being prepared for your final, which is a practice test for the examination for CASRA and USPRA, which is CASRA, and PRA, which is the national organization. And you should have some questions on that as we go along. There's also a field trip in this class. For those of you who are out of county, you probably will have a written assignment in place of it. But for you who live in Stanislaus, perhaps Merced, or even San Joaquin, the fieldwork experience will be available to go to Houston Family Resource Center, because it operates like a psychosocial rehabilitation institution, a model, if you will, for how those services are done. And I think you'll enjoy going there and seeing an organization that serves all of South County and Stanislaus County. And if I can find some place, for instance, in Placer County or Sacramento, that's an equivalent, that we may end up going there too if you want. For those of you who are coming from Placer County, and I know there's a number of you in the class. And for those of you who don't know it, we serve all of Northern California behavioral health in allowing their employees to take part in our psychosocial rehabilitation program. So you have an opportunity to hear from people who work in other counties and work in the field. Some of them have advanced degrees, some of them have bachelor's degrees, and some of them do not. But anyway, I learn a lot from each of you, particularly in this class. The discussions are usually really good, and you'll have those every single week. If you have any questions, those of you who know me know I like to talk to you. If I don't like the way you answer some assignment, I will call you and ask you if you really want to do it over again, or if you're happy with the grade that you have. And you're certainly welcome to call me. But I will not open up modules for anybody unless there's a really good excuse for why you didn't get to do your work that week. So, but contact me, call me. I'm available to you. And as I say, I will call you if you don't call me. Anyway, as we get started, I hope this is going to be a fun year and a good year. Last spring, I can't tell you what a fantastic class it was, and I'd love to do it over again with the same people because they were so awesome, and I'm sure you will be too. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope we have a great year. Thanks.